The TV legend was behind the popular long-running children's TV show, working as its editor for decades. TV legend Biddy Baxter, who was behind the iconic BBC children's show Blue Peter, died on August 10 at the age of 92. No cause of death has been given. The news was confirmed on Facebook by 10 Acre Films, who published her biography last year. We are sad to report that longtime Blue Peter editor Biddy Baxter has died at the age of 92. We salute a true pioneer, who navigated changing times in the television industry with instinct, tenacity and style, they wrote. Tributes flooded in for the television pioneer who, having taken on the role of Blue Peter editor in 1962, devised much of the format that is still used on the show today. We salute and remember Biddy Baxter MBE. She shaped Blue Peter, the longest-running children's show in the world. At CBBC #Blue Peter #BBC #RIP, one person penned. Let's have a round of Blue Peter pipes in honor of Biddy Baxter, died aged 92, another added. A third chimed in, sad to hear of the death of the iconic influential Biddy Baxter. I got to work with her on our Who Peter film back in 2009 and she was entirely fascinating. In her career, she pushed hard, suffered no fools, but created an incredible legacy with her vision of Blue Peter. RIP. Biddy Baxter, who has died at 92, was one of the most inspirational figures for anybody who grew up in the 1960s and 1970s. One of the first people to realize children wanted their minds open to a world of wonder. Blue Peter was incredibly trailblazing. A fourth shared. Just heard the sad news that legendary #Blue Peter editor Biddy Baxter has died. She lived a wonderful life and gave pleasure to millions of Blue Peter viewers. Her legacy will be remembered for years to come. #Biddy Baxter, a fifth opined. Meanwhile, a sixth commented, sad news about Biddy Baxter. For those who are perhaps not old enough or just have no interest in telly stuff, Biddy Baxter didn't create Blue Peter, but she did make it become the Blue Peter that many of us remember. In 2013, she recalled a meeting with the careers officer at her university where she noticed information about working for the BBC. It wasn't that I was being snotty about secretarial work or teaching, I just didn't want to do either of them, she said. This particular teaching officer seemed to me, though maybe I was being unduly sensitive, to have this blind spot about women. All the men were going off to do these amazing things. I really should be grateful to him. Undeterred following graduation, she joined the BBC as a studio manager in 1955, becoming a producer of schools' English programs in 1958, of Listen with Mother in 1961. She joined Blue Peter in November 1962, overseeing the program for just over a quarter of a century. She divided many of the formats still used on the show today. She introduced the Blue Peter badge, designed by Tony Hart, in 1963. She introduced the annual appeals to encourage children to send in program ideas, pictures, letters and stories. When she retired as editor, she was awarded a gold Blue Peter badge in 1988. Amongst her many accolades, she was awarded an MBE in the 1981 New Year Honours List. In November 2013, she was the recipient of the Special Award at the BAFTA Children's Awards.